Alright guys, we are back on Banished, and unfortunately it's been a while since I've been playing this because I use OBS, which is a screen recorder, but a lot of people use it for video games. For some reason it updated and could not get it to work, tried to figure out if it was Banished, other things. It worked with Minecraft still, so apparently whenever I updated it did not work with Banished, so I had to figure out how to roll it back. It was not a fun time. I had to go get a unsupported version of this. The first one didn't work. I don't know why it's working now. It is. So let's go ahead and get back into it. Are we paused? Because we were not doing good. All right. So we were paused. I don't even... It's been a month, guys. A month and a half since I played this game. I don't remember where I'm at. I know that we had things going on here. We had things going on here. Let's see. So we've got this building going. We got the stockpile here. We've got houses. Our health is kind of low. That's not good. So we need to make sure our health gets low or gets up. We've got a lot of logs we need to get. Some firewood. We've got a fishing dock. We got the trading post. Okay. So I think I remember where we're at. We need to get firewood going. We need to get logs going. Which means we're going to come up here and we're going to take care of a lot of cutting and then replanting and cutting. So right now I have cutting turned off because all they need to do is keep cutting or replanting whenever my workers cut the wood down. And then we need to take care of this. So we've got 4 builders, 4 farmers. Oh, that was the other thing. We hadn't started farming and we're already late spring. So if you guys haven't pushed through all the other episodes, that's where we're at. I would encourage you guys, if you don't know what Banished is, you haven't been watching it. If you don't know my own strategy, you haven't been watching the other episodes, I encourage you to take just a minute, go back through the other ones, just see what I've got going on with that process. We're good on tools, so I'm actually going to turn this off for a minute. Our tailor, we have 21 coats. Let's see, how are we doing on hides? We've got enough coats, but we don't have any actual hides, so we'll need to bump that up. That's what you're for. So we'll get that going as well. I think we're good to go. So we've got our food that's okay, but we need to get this just like rocking right now. As far as workers, I'm almost wondering if we should just go one more. So we've got woodcutters and foresters. We can drop the tailor down. So we got 2 laborers. So we can actually bump that up. Let's bump that up 1 and this up 1. Alright, so we got cabbage, we've got beans. Let's slow this down just a little bit, we'll get going. I do want to use my builders here because I want to get this trading post going. So again, if you guys haven't watched this series yet, I do have a specific way I like to play. Some people just kind of jump headlong in, try to do crisis control the entire time. I like to be proactive when I'm proactive. Sometimes, though, I have to be reactive to the situation, which is what happened at the end of the last episode. So we need 80 stone and we only have 5. We need 40 iron, so we're good on that. So they're going to clear all this out. That's good. So they're going to take out all the trees, all these stone over here. I think that'll be alright. I think we will be just fine. Sometimes when you do this, you actually want to bump up your woodcutter. I'm a man that does not like to go beyond 1 woodcutter. So I think I'm going to leave it for now. That being said, 8 people working on crops in 1 season is quite a lot. Our fishing dock is going well. This is at 0% complete. We just need people to bring in the lumber. We're at 52, which is great. I think one of the biggest crises I had at the very end of the last episode was not only did they not have the logs going on for this, but we didn't have much firewood as well. And I like to keep my firewood stack up at 200, and we were, what, below 50, I think? So this will be good. The summer's here. Nobody's freezing to death yet. We'll get there. This, though, this is concerning for me. When the health dips too low, people start getting sick and dying, and then everybody's getting sick and dying. So we'll eventually need a physician. We'll eventually need a school to fill the physician. I almost wonder if we should make that a priority. What is the expectation of a physician? 78 stone. Our health's gone up a little bit. I think we're good for a little bit. But I think that's going to need to be the next one. That being said, I'm surprised that we have 5 stars for our happiness. That's excellent. I don't know if I've ever had 5 stars this far along in the process. We have so many deer up here. I think I do want to eventually make a hunter section up there. We have deer. Oh, those are mushrooms. We have deer here. We have deer here. Man, more deer up there. That's a perfect spot. Actually, before I forget it, how are we doing on this? I think you can do this. Yeah. Okay, so producing about 12 a season. That's not bad. Before we forget, let's come out here. Not market. What do I want? Nope. Can never remember which these are in. Alright, so let's go ahead and put yeah, I guess that's fine. But I'm going to turn this off. So we're actually not going to work on that yet. That's why this one's not working, because I haven't paused. Oh my goodness. Feel a little like a moron. Alright, so we got this going. 5%, 10%. The real push is going to have to just be at the end. I will say we have our 2 fishing markets going. This one produces 1,200 fish, so that's good. This one produces 370 fish, which half of it's because they just have to travel that distance. We're low on stone, obviously. We got some stone here. This is something I eventually want to avoid with the market, because if we have the market and we are just creating tons and tons of firewood or tons and tons of herbs or who knows what else, and we're just like a huge plethora of resources, my own personal strategy is let's go ahead and get the iron and get the stone, because these are not renewable resources on the surface. Get those from the traveler, because for me, the big process of this, and if you guys have been listening to this series, you have to build quarries, and then once we build a quarry, you can't redeem that land. It's just stuck there, and whenever that quarry is empty, you get nothing else from it. So I think that that's going to be a good thing to eventually have this trading going once we get this going up and running. I also think that roads, we're at stone roads, so that's the best roads we can get. These resources aren't really that close enough to worry about. I don't think we have to worry about any of this over here for now. I think we're okay. We're at 0 logs. That's no good. Let's go ahead and deforest some of this. It's okay. I think we can go ahead and just remove the forest here, because we're eventually going to expand upon this. This part here, I think I do want to continuously make this the priority to deforest, but when you have these little trees here, if you look at them, they're not going to supply the same amount of wood as a full-grown tree over here. So I always like to let them grow up until they're at full value, I guess. I don't know how you would say it best. And then if these are growing and we still have plenty of time to, this gets all taken care of, we'll come back here and take some of that out. But a lot of times in my experience, as these are growing, these actually grow faster than when we need to come back and grab those. Just because this guy is constantly just planting and planting. You already see he has tons of little plants already planted here, so we should be good with that. How are we doing? We still just need a ton of stone. We got 4 builders, so that shouldn't be too bad. And they're probably the ones grabbing the stone right now. Alright, So I think we're in good shape. Let's see how the food's going. We're in late summer. The food, 48%. It's not wonderful. 28%, that's pretty miserable. Can't do anything about it. So let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Once it becomes early fall, they'll start to harvest all the food. This isn't going to produce much, but the higher it gets, the better it'll be. This will obviously produce a lot more, that'll be better. I don't think it's going to be a big problem. We got the fish and the venison, so I think we'll survive this one and not have to worry about any hunger or deaths. That's a big thing. I've played this game a couple of different times just on my own before doing any kind of Let's Plays. And I think the thing that killed me the most was just not having enough food. Most of the time it's my people outgrew the food situation. The other one was, and this has been a big problem for me, is I just don't keep watch on the houses. So you see that this one already is nearly full. And so there's like 2 families living in there at the same time. They don't have any room to expand, and so they die there's no growth. Not that everybody dies. They just die of old age, and there's no young people to replace them until it's too late, and then my civilization just does not make it. All right. I think we're doing good. 63%, it's not bad. This was over 85, so I think we'll get enough food. Cabbage and beans. All right. I'm almost wondering if I just leave these guys as farmers, if you guys know about this. If you leave them in their position and they're not able to do it, so obviously when we get into winter, there's not going to be any farmers, but the farmers will then default. They won't be moved into the laborer category over here, which laborers are basically just doing anything and everything they need to. They won't become laborers, but they will take on the task of a laborer of just helping out where it needs helped out. So I think that will help that process as well. So I'm not going to undo this so I don't run into the situation I did last time where I'm not planting at the beginning of spring. All right, we got the forest getting chopped down. That's good. The logs are just so slowly making it up there. Obviously, she's been creating firewood like crazy. We're at capacity, but as soon as people start collecting the firewood, they'll need to make more. Gosh, we just need that stone like mad. Let's see. I'll take that stone. There's some stone over here. Where was it? Here. That'll probably be one of the first things I tried. Because the iron is so plentiful here, and we're not using it as much, though it does become more necessary with the tools, because you make iron tools and then eventually steel tools. That will become even more necessary in a later stage. What's this? Oh, we hit our food production limit? Oh my goodness. Well, that's excellent. Gosh, I could up this and create a barn right here for these guys. Wow. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and just make a stone road, or dirt road for now. Stone will use up too much stone. So we'll get the fishing thing going, which means that we'll be just rocking that as well. Because they're at capacity, they can't actually store that anywhere. Dang. I guess we put that on pause for now. Okay, we're going into winter time. We're good on firewood. We've got a lot of lumber. We're good on hot coats, though we can start that back up again. Let's go ahead and start that again. Oops. Let's see, where is this at? Tailor. Just need one tailor in there, that's good. %98 full, wow. That's so awesome. That is a good problem to have, guys. You don't want a problem of not enough food, but you do want a problem of we have food just kind of sitting there and we can't go fishing. I will take that. So I guess all the food that was here just kind of got lost in the meantime, which is fine. Come on, guys. Just need that stone. Do we grab it all from over here? Grab all of this. Still some there. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this series. Just from the sense of, do you think I'm doing a good enough strategy? Do you love how I'm interacting as far as talking about it? I know I listen to my own Let's Play. I listen to other Let's Plays. And I think for me, the struggle with some Let's Plays is they don't communicate enough. Others sometimes communicate too much. Oh wait, this is a blacksmith. I don't need a blacksmith. I need a tailor. Can someone give me a tailor, please? There we go. There we go. So tell me what you guys think. Is it too talky? Do you want more speed? Sometimes people like that. Or you just want more strategy discussion. We can go into that as well. This is a really nice game set up to have a conversation about what it is I'm doing. A lot of times, like with Minecraft Let's Plays, I say what I'm doing and then I spend the next 20 minutes talking about something else because it's kind of self-evident of what I'm doing. So this is fast enough and complicated enough gameplay that I kind of have to keep on top of it. Otherwise, I'll do what I did last time and almost destroy my entire civilization. Man, we're still at capacity of food. That's so awesome. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and launch that one. Because this is using up. There we go. And we need a trader. Where are we at? It's trader. Let's get rid of one builder. Get one trader. And I want to put in here... I wonder what the cost is. There's obviously a good ability to get the firewood. For me, that's kind of my basic one. Because firewood... can be more, it is more expensive than logs. It's more expensive than kind of some of the basic stuff. It's not as expensive as iron, but it takes a lot to get iron. Hide coats we kind of use a lot. We're already only down to 13, even though we were at 21 at the beginning. Food is like that vital thing, and so firewood is a good medium. Let's use this to sell stuff, to buy iron. So we always want to buy stone right now. When merchant arrives, we always want to buy that. Oh, we ran out of leather already? Okay. So the storage is getting built. I think this will be a good first thing to get done. As soon as we get done with that, we're going to build this. And then we might have to go back to our process of building homes and building more farms. So we'll see. We're not overly full yet. This one is. These are not small. So we might build a couple more houses. Might build a couple more farms. I also know that whenever they do finally bring some animals in, we need to make some places for livestock. Other than that, guys, this is where we're going to end it today. Tell me what you guys think. Should I kind of be more adventurous with growing the place, or should I keep on this trail of setting ourselves up for success to get iron and stone and live comfortably, as you might say? So there's the go all out or live comfortably. Tell me what you think. I'm going to get this going, and then I will catch you guys next time. See you later.